Welcome back to Good Day, where we love local, and Northwest Ohio and Southeast Michigan is local.
So why not head up to the lovely little town of Blissfield? Laura Nichols has your invitation to Wine Around. Of course, talking about Blissfield, Michigan.
Yes.
They're in Lenawee County. Good morning.
Good morning. It's so good to be here.
This sounds like a really fun event. When our producer Wendy told me about it this morning, I was like, what a great idea. So it's called Downtown Wine Around.
That's right. And we do a little whining too with the wine.
Okay.
But it's always good. Yes, we have all of the businesses will pour in their establishments, and then we also have that one place in Blissfield is actually the name of our little hall that we have. And so many of them are in there. And they all serve an hors d'oeuvre, and then they have a white or a red that you get to choose from. You can choose a red at one and a white at another, but you can only choose one of those red or white at each station.
So are we picking when we order our ticket? Is that when we pick which wine we'd like to drink, or when you go in there?
When you go in, you don't have to stay all white or all red, but at each station you have to just pick one.
Okay.
You can't mix and match.
Can't mix and match on those. So
is this like a Dora event, or is it like you just drink at the establishment and you leave and you come back? Or?
No, the whole town is open. We have a barricaded.
Perfect.
So you can walk around with the
yes.
wine. Okay.
Yes.
To the other.
For sure.
And what's the idea behind this? What are you hoping to encourage, Laura?
Well, a lot of it is to get people into our stores and into our establishments to see what we have. We have some amazing wines that we want to share. It's really a conviviality of the whole town and people who come around us, and they just love this event. As you can see, we have a little ice sculpture that people really love, and it's
saw some charcuterie, which I personally love.
Some wine and cheese.
And so I'm sure this is great, obviously, for these downtown businesses. They're getting maybe some new audiences, some new shoppers. Here's what we have here.
Yeah,
they may
gets
not
people
know.
in. So, a lot of times our downtown, you can just drive through and they'll say, oh, I want to stop at that store someday, but they don't really take the time. And so this is a way for people to get in to see what kind of things. We have some amazing shops and businesses downtown in Blissfield, so it's a lot of fun. And this year, we're giving away, look at that spread. This year, we're giving away as our door prize Chris Stapleton tickets in Detroit. 2 tickets.
That's a big prize.
Wow.
It's a big prize. We're excited about that, and we have some other door prizes that just by buying a ticket you get into the drawing.
So how will people be alerted if they win one of these prizes? Does that happen on the night of the event, or is that later?
present?
We draw that night, and they'll have their phone number on it. If they happen to have left, which is very rare, nobody really leaves until it's over, then we'll give them a call.
So we were chatting a little bit behind the scenes. This is your 4th year doing it.
Yes.
How has it grown and changed over these past 2 years?
It's grown really well. We've had more sponsors come on board, and it's just been a really fun. The businesses absolutely love this event because it gets a lot of people in, and just people meeting each other and friends meeting each other. A lot of fun events. A lot of fun.
And the businesses are open at that time. You can buy whatever you see.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah, so it's a lot of fun.
Do you have a lot of people coming in from out of town, or is a lot of locals in the area?
I would say about 50-50. We are on Eventbrite, so a lot of people buy their tickets there. So we're kind of all over the place. Yeah, we're having an influencer come up from Toledo this year to do some reels for us about the Wine Around to even get more visibility.
Nice.
I mean, it will be the night of the Wine Around, but hopefully we'll be able to use that footage for next year.
Absolutely.
and grow it. All right, how do people get their tickets, Laura?
They can come to the Village of Blissfield or go to Eventbrite. We're on Eventbrite, and it'll be a lot of fun.
And you don't need to, do you need to get these tickets ahead of time, or can you just show up that night and say, hey, give me a ticket to the Wine Around?
You can, for sure, and make sure you bring your driver's license, because we can't, and you'll get a wristband. But we would prefer you get it ahead of time, just so we know how much wine to have there. I mean, it would be amazing if we had 200 people more than we had planned, but I don't want to
make sure everybody gets their wine.
That's right. We want to make sure you get your wine.
How many different vendors do you guys have?
There's 16.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
So it's a
16
lot,
different
and you get a little
places.
commemorative glass, and
And
Yeah.
the 10th, it's the 10th. So is that Friday or Saturday?
Friday, that's Friday, yeah.
And the weather for Friday?
I mean, we are tracking a few isolated showers, but it will be warm. But also, like you said, a lot of this will be inside. It's just the moving in and out around
Yeah.
the area. So
Yeah.
Bring
So
your
too bad.
umbrella.
Exactly.
You'll be drinking inside.
exactly.
Hey, a little wine never, you don't really think about the weather when you've got a little wine,
Well,
right?
it's funny because a lot of the businesses, they'll form their own little parties, and I'll walk in and there'll be like 50 people in there,
wow.
and they won't leave. They're like having fun
Yeah,
in there.
yeah,
And then
yeah.
so I'm like,
Cool.
we have to make room for
They
other
found
people.
their spot for the
That's
night.
right.
All right, so that's going to be Friday from 6 to 9. You get 12 pours for $35, and of course, get some visibility for those Blissfield businesses.
Thank you so much.
Thanks,
Thank
Laura. Good luck with the
you.
event. Sounds like a lot of
Yes.
fun.
Appreciate it.
Coming up after the break on Toledo's longest running 9 a.m. show, Good Day.
Amanda's back tomorrow, but she did leave us some home hacks for storing lemons, extracting kiwi, and keeping chips fresh.
For home hacks when Good Day returns.